DroneTalks is an online platform to spread ideas and to educate in the drone ecosystem. At DroneTalks, we discuss technology, regulatory, business, and ecosystem topics openly with industry leaders to enable and foster innovation for a better future.
Change of stage, Esther is gone and I'm back. So I'm Lorenzo Murzilli, co-founder of DroneTalks and also founder of Murzilli Consulting. And I have with me a good friend, old friend of many battles, Cristiano Baldoni from ENAV. And I'm ready for a very interesting chat with Cristiano. We have excellent topics. Welcome, Cristiano.
Welcome. Thanks a lot for this invitation. It's a great opportunity to talk here with DroneTalks. So,
let's go.
Yes.
So I have a first question for you. Obviously, you are from ENAV, so we're going to talk about.
Don't be too bad with me.
No. But I want to learn the juicy stuff. Right?
Okay.
First question that I have is about U-Space airspaces.
Yeah.
I was moderating a few panels here at Amsterdam Drone Week, and there were questions about how big it's going to be. Who is going to do it? Is the member state? Is the air navigation service providers? Is it all together? How are we going to do it? So where are we with this?
It's the matter of all questions. It's a matter of all questions, I have to say. On Monday, I had a very interesting panel with Eurocontrol in the network, drone the demonstrator network, about CISP, which is one of the elements that has been introduced by this new regulation about U-Space, and the panel resulted in more questions than answers. So it is really tough. There is not a very clear picture of how this is going to work. To me, my first concern is that the regulation create a kind of chicken egg problem. We need to start somewhere, and there is not a very clear business case, because we don't know yet who are going to be the US operators consuming services. We are not going to know yet how many USSP service provider will contend the market, and we don't know how big this market is going to be. And there is a new chain in the value chain, which is called CISP, which is also adding somehow costs in the value chain out of a not very clear revenue stream. So that's big issues, and no one really want to make the first move to invest. And even the big industries that we are supposed that will start to use drones in their industrial services, so the big fleet for inspection management or for service delivery, they're not yet there. So can we make all can we all cover all the costs for all this big value chain if we only rely on professional using drones in VLOS operation or short extension BVLOS operations? That's a big question mark. Coming to Italy, we are now having this D-Fly platform, which has been created on own investments of ENAV as a joint venture with Leonardo and Telespazio, and we started providing basic services. We covering the services coming from the 947 law. So the D-Flight is the national registry for US operators. We provide the basic geo-awareness information about the design of the geographical zones. Big yet question mark is the regulator will have to initiate all this by designating the space portion of airspace.
Yes, and that's what I'm curious about.
So yes,
is it happening in Italy?
ENAC is our national regulator. They will. We expect they will start. They said they are very interested in starting some sandboxes with our collaboration with D-Flight. In the meanwhile, D-Flight will initiate the certification path. So we formally applied to ENAC for the certification path, and the wheel is moving, is gaining momentum. We really hope that some of the questions will be answered in the next coming months, and see what happens.
Excellent. And while you were talking, Cristiano, you mentioned the value chain, the fact that there are more and more players, extracting somehow value from the chain. And I mean, obviously, this goes back to the business model, the famous question, the business model of U-Space, right? Are we ready to make money with this? Can you sustain your own business with this or not? And you were mentioning me before in the backstage, some interesting numbers coming at least from your experience that might be different from others. So how do you see this? What is your experience with this? Just share as much as you can. I know it's always a
Sure.
difficult topic.
Okay, I will be very frank. So our initial business plan, the one that was at the basis of the creation of the DeFly company, completely screwed up. Because it was based on an assumption, a very simple assumption. The UTM service provision would have happened as for ATM in a
Okay.
natural monopoly. Now the 664 changed dramatically this picture. They said USP provision is gonna happen in the open market.
Yes.
How big is this market is not well clear, as we said before. So we had to restart from scratch with our business plan, thinking again what's going to be our investment roadmap compared with possible revenues. For the time being, I have to admit, luckily enough, we were able to build some sustainable revenues or at least incomes. Uh, in the 2020, we had about 700,000 euros of incomes, and in 21 we more or less replicated the same number.
Okay.
How we did it? We did it by somehow being creative and asking the users, the US operators ultimately to pay a subscription fee to access our services for registering as US operator and for using our platform for the basic service we offer. The geo awareness service, so the representation of geographical zones is for free.
Okay.
You can subscribe our platform for free. But if you want to register as US operator, so in compliance with the law, you have to pay a small fee. It's like €6 per year. It's not a tremendous fee.
Dramatic, yes.
If you are a juridical person, you have to subscribe a pro plan, which is costs €24 per year. Again, not a tremendous fee. And if you want to use drones in advanced operations, like we have a couple of tools like drone operation area, which allow users to design the area where they intend to fly in open category.
Okay.
That you can do with your registered drone in your fleet. And again, it's for free for one drone or €6 per additional drones. If you want to use the drones in a specific category or in Bivulus operation, then you need to use another feature or platform which is called drone operation plan, which is, I would say, the basic for flight authorization process,
Okay.
the U-Space flight authorization process. Then in this case, the drone has to be registered in your fleet with a so-called Procure US code, which costs €96 once in a life. So these are
So you have
the
different revenue streams, and all together,
yes, all together we manage with these streams. Of course, we're also selling some consultancy. We are participating to a number of research and development projects in the European tendering systems for Cesar and stuff like that. So out of this, we could make some incomes. Unfortunately, we are still on a red line. The return of investment we were planning initially at 2023 is now moving ahead, and this is creating a risk because yes, we are not 100% sure that if we do not start with revenues from space service provision, if we manage to survive, of course.
And Cristiano, I think we have 1 minute to go, and I
Yes.
want a flash. There are rumors, corridor talks about delays in the U-Space regulation. We have seen the remote ID moving in 2024, and 1st of January 2023 for the U-Space regulation is behind the corner,
Yes.
right? What's your take on that? A quick flash. Delay, no delay.
As quick as possible. It's sure that there are still a lot of things that need to be clarified, implemented. The applicable means of compliance and guidance material is still under commenting phase. So achieving the date 26 January is very, very challenging. It could be move ahead. To me, this is it would be not a good choice, because all the national regulatory and NSPs and the other stakeholders might relax. So this would only postpone the problem.
Okay. Thank you very much on this comment.
Lorenzo.
I think we can finish it here. Thank you,
Thanks.
Cristiano, for your time.
Thanks to the audience.
Brought to you by DroneTalks Online, a platform designed to spread ideas and educate in the drone ecosystem.